I'm gonna put these to solo for now because nobody's gonna be doing these anyway, and also I'm gonna be like stopping and talking sometimes, so
The arms dealer is named Darvo. He's being held in the prison block on the other side of this factory complex.
so this is the rescue mission tutorial. We'll show that in a second. Also, the game looks amazing. Like, I'm very critical of this game,
Slaves died to build this place.
but this game, one, looks fantastic. I don't know if I'm on, like, max settings, but I probably should be, honestly. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh, they added dynamic resolution. Okay, let's turn up the shadow quality and everything. And turn up the, yeah, medium bloom intensity can stay that low. Weapon trails, don't do that. That's bad. NVIDIA PhysX is going away, so it doesn't matter. There's something I needed to change in here. No, don't mute in background. Oh god, turn off voice. Turn off voice. Oh god. Oh god. Turn off voice now. Thank you. Oh Jesus, I didn't realize that was default on. That's the worst thing. Not that the community is bad. The community is actually one of the nicest communities I've ever dealt with.
Himself, but he is sympathetic toward the Tenno. The Grenier must have found out.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through. I see the shadows of your mind.
Yeah, you said that already, my dude.
Don't let Vor distract you. Focus on the mission. It's our only hope of figuring out this link with him.
Okay, so we're picking up resources. Colors depend on, or the colors of the resources are denote how rare it is. Green's pretty fucking rare. We just leveled up our Bratton. Okay, we want to go this way, and I'm kind of exploring and doing extra stuff. Missions are not... The maps are not amazing all the time. They are definitely a collection of generated maps from a like set of blocks, essentially. And you will see a lot of repeated stuff on maps. It's one of my bigger issues with the map design of the game. And sometimes they just come out in a configuration that's really confusing and hard to navigate. I don't quite like them all the time, but the maps are generally okay. They're serviceable as maps for a third-person action shooter thing. Oh god, Skyrim VR is coming to Steam. That just popped up on my timeline. We are going to kill all of these assholes. Get some headshots. Damage numbers. The color.
You're on the sensors now. You've been detected. This
Oh, come on. Please die.
If you can avoid detection by the Warden, it may be easier to get Darvo out. Bypass the security so we can enter. Alarms successfully hacked. The location is returning to normal security levels.
Okay, so we have guys all around. Like it says, take a second to look, because there's a lot of people here. It doesn't actually matter, but you can do this. That's the Warden. The Warden is the thing that if the Warden sees you, then you have a set time before the prisoner is killed. Waiting for the Warden to turn around, and they don't seem to be, so this is an issue. Well, Warden saw us.
You've been spotted. Get ready for a fight.
Okay, let's get through this. The kunai was a mistake. Okay, Darvo's not in that one, so Darvo's in this one. Hey, Darvo.
For this tunnel, I will get my entourage to meet us in orbit once we're clear of this mess.
Extraction is ready. Remember, your success here depends on getting Darvo out of there, alive.
Okay, so the thing with these missions, the best thing you can do.
Lotus must be desperate to send you fetching greedy fools from the corpus.
Simplest thing you can do is just run to the exit, because
Now the Ascaris has burrowed deep enough to give me influence. Shall we see how your shields work?
The Ascaris is letting Vor control your shield. We must figure out how to remove it. Avoid taking damage while I try and block him.
Yes, Mom. So, traversal, very easy. Just jump over shit, don't worry. Darvo's not taking damage, so I'm just running. Screw it. Let's just get out of here. There we go. More broken mods, you know, and a mods segment. We can finally deal with our mods. Okay.
I see the operator can enable the mod segment
Yes.
now. Ordis will be delighted to show you how to upgrade your arsenal. May
You
I
do a
recommend
terrible-
fire?
You do a terrible job of it, Ortis, so instead I'm going to talk about it. Oh, God. Oh.
Operator, I've linked the mod segment to your arsenal now. No need to thank me.
That's...
Upgrade your warframe now. Go to the arsenal to see the weapon upgrade options you have.
Okay. So, we have not many options, and not much in the way of anything else.
Ordis patiently awaits
Shut
compliance
up.
in using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own good.
I am Ortis.
An excellent find, operator. There are hundreds of these mods to locate. If my calculations are correct, there are exactly a lot of possibilities. Install the mod before we can continue.
There's actually not that many possibilities because only a certain number of these mods are at all worth using. So, we have a non-broken version of redirection. We will use that. So, just to get him to shut up. Oh, he doesn't actually talk. Okay, cool. Perfect. So, these symbols here. You see them in the top corner of the mods, and you see them on some of these slots. Matching the symbols cuts the cost in half. Putting them in ones that don't match increase the cost by 50%. So this would cost 6 instead of 4, and putting it into here costs 2. It's a 40% increase to our shields. Depending on the frame, you almost, outside of a few exceptions, you almost always want to have redirection and not broken vitality on every frame you have, because they are base stat increases. They increase both health and shields, which you need to survive. Now, these things up here under capacity, your armor, energy, health, shield, sprint speed, duration, efficiency, range, and strength. The armor is not as big a deal outside of a couple frames that really have really high armor and use that armor in other stats and things. Energy is the energy you have for casting abilities. So your base ability is 25 energy. You can use it 4 times without picking up energy once you're at full. Abilities as they go up cost more. You can increase your energy, and your energy increases as your level goes up to a certain max. Shields, they're your shields. Your health is your health. Sprint speed can be modified. It's not that big a deal. Now, duration, efficiency, range, and strength. Those are your powers modifiers. Duration is the duration of those powers. So if it is a time-based power, like another frame...
Thanks for helping me out back there. I'm in your debt, and I often pay my debts. I recognize that device. It's a parasitic restraint. We Corpus use something similar to keep our robotics in line. So, to settle my debt, I give you a very expensive blueprint. For free. Because I like you. And well, a lot of my customers don't live long with these grenade dogs chewing up the system. Here, use your Foundry to build a countermeasure device from this blueprint. Good luck.
Vor's Ascaris is burrowing into your warframe. I'm worried it will affect your mind. I can't lose you, Tenno. We must restore the ship's Foundry immediately.
Okay.
A nearby ore extraction colony will have the Foundry technology you need. I am certain they will share it with you. Its location has been added to your navigation console.
Y'all done? Okay. So take Gara, for instance. Gara has a duration-based ability. One of them is you press 2, all of the glass stuff you see on her breaks off and flies around her in a big storm that you just kind of walk through enemies with. It's cool shit. And so adding duration to that will increase the time it goes. Basic shit. I was trying to get to that. Range, the range of your abilities. Again, basic. The higher the range, the better. Well, not always. Sometimes lower range is good. Sometimes lower range is necessary. It just depends on what you're doing. It's a whole thing. Strength is how powerful your things are. Again, not always something that matters with certain frames. It depends on what frame to do. And I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to build every frame because that's not what I want to do with this. The wiki, and there are plenty of resources on YouTube for that kind of stuff. It takes not much time to search. So we're going to add pressure point, which pressure point is... Oh, we can't add it because it's 4. Okay, well, never mind. Pressure point is just a base damage increase to melee weapons. Hornet Strike is a base damage increase to secondary weapons. And we can't add... Oh, we can add Serration. Serration is a base damage increase to primary weapons. So, there you go. Bunch of... Those are like the 3... Those 3 mods are like the ones you will install on every single weapon that you
Tenno,
have.
we may have a problem. The colony is unresponsive. Get to the
Okay. I'm going, Mom.
I was afraid of this. The Grenier are here, and I cannot find any signs of living colonists. You still have a job to do. Find the Foundry segment.
Okay. So, let's talk about factions. You've heard Corpus, and you've heard Grenier already. Grenier, a race of former slaves, they're all clones, led by a...
This was once a prosperous, independent colony, until the Grenier arrived.
led by, oh my god,
The Queens fear you, but I will show them. Their love will return when I deliver you to them.
Tenno, are you there? The signal cannot be boosted any further. Hurry, we're running out of time.
Okay, so Grenier run by Twin Queens. We'll meet them eventually in the story, someday. But that's not probably something we're gonna hit on this series, because this is, again, let's begin. Please die, thank you. God, it did the thing with the camera again that I hate. But
You located the Foundry segment. Now pick it up.
Grenier are a very warlike thing. They're a bunch of clones. The clones are degrading because they're just clones of clones of clones.
You've been seen.
And they are unstable in, like, every way. Oh, it's back here. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about
Good.
Grenier.
Your ship is one step closer to completion. Now, there is one more thing you need to do. Eliminate all Grenier and provide justice for the colonists.
Okay, so we just have to kill 31 people.
Soon the worm will be in your spine, and I will control this warframe of yours. I will purge your doting mother and bring you home.
Oh, that's actually worrying. Thank you, die. But the Grenier are a race of clones that used to be used as slaves by, like, the progenitor humans in this universe, which are called the Orican. We'll talk about the Orican in a second. But they had a rebellion and are now this massive war machine that is around the universe, and we deal with them both in amicable ways and hostile ways. It's a whole big thing where we kind of sometimes work for them, kind of sometimes work with them, kind of kill them a lot. Yeah. Warframe's lore doesn't 100% make sense. The motivations of your character don't usually make sense because of the way that they set up the mission structure, but whatever. But our other faction, the Corpus. Corpus are a high-tech race of... Well, all of the factions in this game are human. Like, they're all descendant from Earth people. Yeah, shield guy needs to go, and then the sniper needs to go immediately. Wait, why aren't I slash dashing? I guess that's why I'm not slash dashing, because it doesn't do a ton of damage. But everything in this game is some form of human, except for one faction, which is the Infested, but that's a whole other thing. But the Corpus are the other primary faction of the game. They're a high-tech race of weird cyborgs and robotics people and robots in general. They primarily deal with shields instead of armor, making weapon variants necessary. We'll go into damage types and stuff later. They don't matter right now, so I'm not talking about them. But then you have the Infested, which is your third faction, which is pretty much your other primary faction. You deal with them a lot coming up. They are a collection of their own units and infested versions of Corpus and Grineer units.
Another job well executed.
Real control, this is Merchant Transport 3398, reporting for passage.
Your Foundry segment is ready for installation, operator. Will the operator build a cephalon to replace me? Foundry restored. Here, the operator will craft many powerful weapons and tools to exact revenge for dismantling me. To expand your arsenal. Oh no. Operator, our component storage has been looted as well. Typical Corpus. Sure, the blueprint is free, but jack up the components. Operator, we will need resources in order to build the countermeasure blueprint.
Tenno, I just received a very explicit message from your ship, Sevlon. If you're looking for resources, why didn't you just say so? I know just the place, but I demand an apology. My mother is no gymnast, and she would never eat those things.
You can go straight to... Operator, I am sorry.
Wow, you may want to get a new ship, Sevlon, when you can afford it. That one seems glitched. I've marked your navigation with a place I know. It's good for resources, if you can stand the cold.
I think that Ordis may have told Darvo that his mother eats ass. Okay, so let's talk about this, because this is where the grind comes into the game. Sorry, had to take care of something really quickly. This is where the grind is going to come into the game. We're going to deal with a lot of, okay, well, I need this amount for this. And I'm just saying that over the years, the amounts have gotten to a kind of astronomical level. Because it used to be, oh, you need, like, say, 600 of these circuits. Okay, that's fine. 600 circuits is not that hard to get. But when you're looking at something like I'm trying to build Vauban Prime right now, and I need 9,000 of a a resource that is not hard to farm, but just time consuming, it gets kind of ridiculous. Or one that is kind of hard to farm, and you need 4,000 for it. Stuff like that is kind of an issue I have with the game, that over time it has led to things becoming more expensive.